take you to the candy shop. I let you lick the lollipop. I take you to the candy shop. Candy shop, candy shop, candy shop.
Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video will be on the Q&A that I've asked you guys months ago to send me in some questions, and I'll be answering it. Well, today is the day that I will be answering your questions. I didn't forget, I just been so busy, and honestly this YouTube editing video thing is honestly so frustrating and time consuming and just gets on my nerve, and I just want to smash my laptop sometimes, but then you know, just have to take it down a notch. Anyways, so I'm finally here. I'm going to be answering you guys questions. I didn't forget. I'm answering all the questions you guys left below, and some questions that you guys actually sent me on some of my social media platforms and also my email. Thank you for sending them in. So here we go. So this is my mug. It's a cute little mug that I got from Walmart. It says no flux given. See, it's a cute little mug. So I'm gonna be sipping. It's not tea in here. I'm gonna tell you from now, it's not tea. I've had a rough week. My week has been shitty, and I'm just gonna drink my sorrows away today while I answer you guys questions. By the way, I just came back from seeing Black Panther, and it was pretty good. I'm not really, you know, I wasn't really into the comic book thing, but it was pretty good. But I was just expecting more like action against the bad guys. I wasn't expecting them to be fighting against each other. Anyways, it was a good movie. So yeah, let me get to answering you guys' questions, okay? If there's a question that I don't want to answer, I'm gonna be sipping my wine. Okay, let's get started. When you don't want to mess up the hair, so you just hold your head stiff as can be. Anyways, so the first question is, how is your hair so laid? LOL. And how do you get your closures to look flat and real? Love your hair. Thank you. The first question, how do I get my hair so laid? I don't know, like, I think a good technique that you have to have down pat is having your braids really flat, so that when you sew on your hair or you put on a wig, the wig looks as flat as possible. You have to have good hair in order to pull off the laid look as well. And how do I get my closures to look so flat and real? Again, your hair has to be braided back or whatever, but just make sure your braids are flat and not bulky. And with my closures, I bleach the knots, and I also pluck the hairline. So it doesn't matter if it's a closure or a frontal, I always bleach and pluck the hairline. Next question, when did you start making your own wigs? Girl, you slay the daylight out of them. When did I start making my own wigs? I think I made my first wig right after high school. Yeah, which was donkey years ago because of it just getting old. But yeah, I made my first wig right after high school. I think I couldn't, you know what it is, you know what? My hairdresser at the time, Denise, big up yourself, she couldn't make it to do my hair. And you know when you're waiting on your hairdresser and you pull out your hair looking all crazy and you're waiting for your hairdresser and then they cancel? Yeah, that's what happened to me. So a girl had to make her first wig. So then after that, I just started making wigs, and I'm in love with wigs now. What inspired you to start your own business? You know what, I never really had a plan to start a business. I was just wearing my clothes, and you know, everybody would just ask me like, oh, where'd you get your clothes from? I like your style, I like your style. And I remember one summer when, you know, the fur slippers came out, I wanted the fur but in a different color to match an outfit that I had, but I couldn't find it for the life of me. So I was just browsing in a dollar store one day, and I saw some feathers. Actually, I saw some feathers, and I'm like, what if I put the feathers on my slipper, because it's the color that I wanted. Turned out bomb.com. Somebody saw me and, oh, where'd you get your slippers? I'm like, oh, I made it, girl. She's like, what? Sell me. So that's how my business started. I figured, why not make my slippers? I started making slippers first, and then the matching purse for the slippers, and yeah, matching purse for the slippers. And then I started doing distressed tops and bleaching tops, and I started selling clothes. And then people kept asking me about my hair. I'm like, I do my own hair too. So that's how EyecandiiCreations started. It's still growing. I'm still learning. There's still so much I want to do. How did I learn to do hair and makeup? Honestly, YouTube. Big up YouTube. Yeah, I learned how to do my first wig on YouTube. Through YouTube, yeah. I just put in how to make. At the time, I was gluing. My first wig ever was a glue, like a full. I glued all the tracks to the wig cap. And you know the thin wig caps that we now wear under our laces? That's what a girl used to. Can you believe we used to use those? But yeah, that's what I made my first wig on. And makeup as well, YouTube. I remember just a couple years ago, maybe like I'm gonna say almost 3 years or 4 years now, when I just started to get into makeup. Because honestly, when I look back at my pictures and videos, I die every time. My eyebrows was like as thin as a thread. My blush was so bright. But you know, as the years went on, I met friends that were into makeup, and you know, they would teach me stuff, and YouTube, and it was just all I learned from making mistakes, basically. You know, with the flashbacks and all that stuff, and you're like, who the hell is this? I remember one time a couple years ago, I did my face, and then I showed someone my face, and I was like, oh hey, how do I look? And they're like, they literally fell to the ground laughing because I look like a ghost. I really did look like a ghost. But you know, after that, I kept buying stuff and practicing and trying out stuff. So I'm still not, you know, the best, but I'm still learning. Shout out you for having the guts and confidence to finally start your channel. My question is, what encouraged/influenced you to start your channel, and what was most challenging about starting one? Keep it up. Thank you. What gave me the courage and influence to start my channel? I always wanted to start my channel, but again, procrastination. I actually made my YouTube channel maybe like a year and a half ago, almost 2 years, and I didn't start posting until almost a year later because you know what, I didn't have a camera, and I thought, you know, the phones couldn't do it, and I didn't have, my laptop was actually dead, which is not an excuse because we do have a desktop computer at home. But it was just honestly procrastination. But what really made me want to start my channel is I finally got the camera that I was asking for, and I finally saved up enough money to buy myself the laptop that I wanted to edit my videos. So yeah. What influenced me? I wouldn't say nothing really influenced me. I just always wanted to do it, you know, but it's actually harder doing it than looking on somebody else's like YouTube, like, you know, they make it look so easy and stuff. So much more work, but it's actually fun. And when, you know, people give you their feedback and stuff, it's actually surprising how much people honestly like rate you. Like, big up you guys. What is your favorite makeup look? I would have to say the smoky eyes because one, it's the easiest to do. Yeah, the smoky eyes, it's the easiest, and it's, you know, it's sexy and it's fierce. I really love the smoky eye. Who is your fashion inspiration? I don't really have one, but I do like Rihanna's sense of fashion most of the time. Big up you, Rihanna, Island girl. Name one thing people assume about you. That I'm mean, because I have a resting bitch face, so people always, before getting to know me, people always think I'm mean or I'm rude or I'm stuck up, but I'm far from. Maybe when I was younger, but definitely not now. So if you see me, please come and say hi to me. I'm nothing of such. My dream vacation. Maldives. Going to Maldives is definitely my dream vacation. What's on your bucket list? What's on my bucket list is to finally go on and do the helicopter ride. Travel more. I wish I could travel to like really far destinations, but yeah, I mean, I travel, but it's like little places, and every time I go away to Jamaica, I don't consider that like vacation, because I mean, that's my home, that's where I'm from, right? So yeah. So what is my favorite movie? OMG, 13 going on 30, absolute favorite movie ever. We are young, heartache to heartache we stand. It's my song. No promises, no demand. Love is a battlefield. What's your favorite makeup brand and YouTube influencer? Oh, I will check her out. My favorite makeup brand? I don't really have any. As I said, like, I'm just coming into the makeup field, so I'm not really an expert, and I just use whatever works for me right now. But I don't really have a favorite makeup brand, to be honest. YouTube influencer, I haven't found one yet. There's so many though, but I haven't taken. Actually, I do have one, but I don't remember her name. That's bad. And I'm horrible at names too, so it's not even like it's just her. I have to meet you at least 3 or 4 times to get your name down pat. I'm horrible at names. Something I need to work on too. Do you love visiting Jamaica, and what's the most fun experience you've had while being in Jamaica? Love visiting my home country. The most fun experience I've had was actually just the other day when I was there last month, when me and my friends, we went I think it's called mudding. It's where you ride the bikes in the mud. Oh my gosh, like I was eating mud. Like I went there all cute, like, oh hey, I'm in my matching, you know, workout outfit, and you know, put on some lashes, and I did a little wing. Let me tell you, I came back full of mud, like everything. I had to take out my lashes because I couldn't see. Mud was on my lashes going into my eyes. I ate mud that day. My hair was full of mud. My panties were full of mud. Like, it was bad. And we actually crashed. My friend, 2 seconds into driving, we crashed. Our buggy was flipped over. You know how embarrassing that was? Big up you, Toya, though, although you're a bad driver. Yes, girl, I love it. Looking gorgeous as per usual. Thank you. We want to know everything. Why did you start a YouTube channel? I always answered it before, but it's always something that I wanted to do. What do I hope to gain? That's a good question. What do I hope to gain from YouTube? Me sitting in front of this camera is like technically sitting in front of thousands of people. I just can't see you guys, but it's nerve-wracking even sitting in front of this camera. But you know, as I make more videos, I get more and more comfortable. So it's kind of like doing a public speech, or you know, speaking in front of the public. So what I hope to gain from YouTube is that by making videos, I feel more comfortable speaking in front of a live audience, because technically you guys are live just behind my camera. So yeah, that's what I hope to get from YouTube. Yeah. Good answer, Candice, good answer. Why are you so damn beautiful? Thank you. But the man above, God made me beautiful. Okay, now this is some questions that I took from my other social media platforms that you guys sent me, and also my email. What's my favorite color? Pink. If I could live in a pink house, drive a pink car, my whole house be decorated in pink, trust me, I would. I absolutely love pink. How tall are you? I'm 5'5". Are you mixed? I'm mixed with Negro and Negro. Hi. Wait, I'm not in the camera. No, I'm not mixed. I'm 100% black. But if you want to get technical and you go, you know, in the histories of, you know, the ancestors and the great, then, you know, I can say I have Caucasian in my family. Where are you from? Jamaica, but I live in Toronto. Why do you have such strong cheekbones? Well, my sister or brother, my ancestors gave me these high cheekbones. And you know, you can ask your brother, your father, your uncle, your great-grandfather why they like girls with high cheekbones. Hi. Anyways, I remember you saying you hated your forehead in high school. Is that still an insecurity for you? Wow. I think I will always hate my forehead, and that's bad to say, but it's the truth. But is it an insecurity for me? Insecurity. Did I say that right? Insecurity. Is it insecurity for me? It sounds right. But anyways, honestly, no, it's not. Like, I'm not gonna be walking like, hey, here's my forehead. Like, you know, I show my forehead. I don't like it. I'm growing to love it. I want to say I 100% do love it, but I don't. But, you know, at one point I would never show my forehead, and now I show my forehead, you know. Hey, how you doing? Like, the next face can go on there, but God made me this way and I have to accept it. I'm still learning to accept it, but it's not an insecurity for me. If somebody, you know, if me and someone's in an argument, they're like, hey, you got a big ass forehead, and be like, yeah, I do. Thank you. Thanks for telling me. I'm not gonna go cry about it, because I know I have a big forehead and I've accepted that. So no, you can't use that against me. Come up with something else in an argument, please. Although I don't want no arguments. Life is much better without arguments. And you know what's funny? This is how life is funny. In high school, I was also insecure about my lips. Look how nice these are. Like, people are paying to get these lips now. I was insecure about my booty because I always had junk in my trunk. From I was a little girl, I always had junk in my trunk. Now look, all these girls, my booty's nice and I love my booty now. Girls are paying to get my booty now. And lips, what I was insecure about, like seriously? I tell you. How big is your forehead? Same size as your vajayjay. If it's small vajayjay, my forehead's small. If your vajayjay big, then my forehead big. Gosh, you guys are so, like, really? I'm gonna measure, but I'm gonna say my forehead, it's not a 4-head because I could put all 5, so probably like a 5-head. So just measure your hand. However big that is, that's how big my forehead is. Can you make a twerking video? I can't twerk. I'm from the Caribbean. I can whine. I don't twerk. have you been I've been following you on a lot of your social media platforms and noticed that you get a lot of hate and negative energy. How do you deal with that? That's actually very interesting, because I'm actually still learning how to deal with that. I'm still learning how to not respond to negative comments and negative feedbacks, and I'm trying to understand that not every negative comment is meant to be negative, if that makes sense. Whereas, you know, somebody could just giving you a feedback on something and they might come off negative. So what I wish to do is to not, like, what I'm learning to do and what I want to start doing is not responding to negative comments. Sometimes with me, I'm like I go from 0 to 100 real quick. So it's very hard for me to just sit back and not respond to somebody, especially when you can tell they're just being an asshole. So I'm learning that silence is key, and silence speaks more volume than actually answering somebody, because some people get a high out of putting people down and then people responding, and you know, in the back and forth. Some people just don't have a life, so I'm not gonna entertain that anymore. And yeah, so I'm still learning, but ultimately how I'm gonna deal with negative comments is to not deal with it. Oh my gosh, that's the end of the questions. Really, you guys couldn't send me no more? So thanks for returning back to my channel. I've answered all you guys' questions that you guys have sent me. Thank you guys for even sending in the questions, and thanks for returning and watching my videos. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video.
I'll take you to the candy shop.